So a few weeks back, I talked about how computerized people would be superior to regular people in every way. And then I realized, having thought about it some more, that that's completely backwards. They would be inferior to people in every way. They would lack the capacity to do the one thing that makes life so meaningful, which is have joy. You can't have joy as a computer program. You can't. What gives you joy? Well, for me, it's eating, sleeping, traveling, going to movies, rewatching old movies that I liked. There's a lot there. But a computerized person couldn't enjoy any of those things. Eating, what's the point? Even if you made a robo-tongue for them to enjoy things, there's no need to have the actual food. You can just simulate the input. And it's like, well, great, now I've got a downloadable torrent of every delicious flavor ever. There's only so much joy they can give you. It doesn't release serotonin in the brain. It doesn't release dopamine. It doesn't incur the same sensation of joy. So what else have we got? Sleep? There's no need. I mean, you could write a program to artificially induce a sleep-like state, but why would you? And you can think so fast that learning new things is no longer a challenge or rewarding. Why even learn them? You can just fake them, or just, download all the plugins and boom, you're an expert in everything, just like everybody else. Now you could say, well, I'll just underclock my robo-brain so that it stays at a human level. And maybe you will for a time, but I don't see that lasting, because at some point you'll realize, man, learning Spanish is taking a little longer than I thought it would. I'm just gonna learn that. Boom. And then you realize, well, God, I can do that with everything. Why don't I? So there's no joy left. You could, well, I love travel. Well, why? Again, the input to your robo-brain is only as good as your sensors, and it's better if it's fake. It's more accurate if it's fake. It's more enjoyable. It's more detailed. The weather's better. You don't get mugged. You don't get ripped off. You don't have to actually go anywhere. It's cheaper. So for that matter, you wouldn't even need a body. What would you do with a body? It wouldn't make sense. You can enjoy everything online. Well, I want to go visit my kids. Well, great. Rent a robot for the day, use that body, use an iPad as the face. Who cares? Skype with them. You can FaceTime the kids with an avatar of yourself that looks like you. But again, why would it look like you? You wouldn't need to go to a plastic surgeon to look young. You'd just go into Photoshop, or you'd just use an older picture of you, or you'd hire an artist to create something different. Everything that gives us challenge or joy would be gone, and the rewards for achieving something like completing a challenge, or experiencing the joy, the dopamine, the serotonin, it's gone. It's not there. Well, I can artificially induce it. Why would you? And if you can, why wouldn't you do it constantly? And what would it even be? Just little points? Again, you could unlock it, and there's like, well, great, I'll take 100% all the time. Well, where's the joy in that? There's, this doesn't go to 11. And if it does, you'll be at 11 all the time. So, and then there's the pursuit of partnership and intimacy. Why bother? Why bother? What's the point? And if you're going to be in relationships with robots, you could have 1,000 friends and dedicate enough time to all of them. But again, what would be the point? So I think that when the opportunity to upload yourself to a computer program comes, I think a lot of people are going to decline that opportunity. In part because your meat brain, the one that's doing the thinking right now, would still be dead. It will die. Sure, there'll be a copy of you out there. Of course, dog barking. Dog barking, that's how we podcast. No, the copy would be out there, but in the same regard that your children are a copy of you. Maybe that's what you want, is for the world to enjoy a replica of who you were when you died, but it would instantly become someone else. It would instantly start learning things that you could never learn, experiencing things that you could never experience. It wouldn't be you. It would quickly become someone very different, someone who reaches different conclusions, someone who's experienced 1,000 times what you ever could have. So that's what I think. I think robo people are not going to be as ubiquitous as some people predicted a few weeks ago, specifically me. So, keep that in mind next time you're getting a joint replaced and they offer you to upgrade to image your brain in such a way as to preserve it intact. That would just be great. Dogs. Always dogs. That's it for technology. I think we're done with this week. Is it time? Is it the end of the show? I think it is. Let's find out.